Hello students, I am Pooja Chauhan from RPC Real Majra ECE department, and today I am going to teach you about optical fiber communication. So there is first slide contains the content of this presentation. So there are some topics like objective and key elements of OFC, advantages and disadvantages of OFC, applications of OFC, block diagram, optical sources, that is LED and laser, optical fiber cable and its layers, and types of optical fiber. So there is the objective of this subject. The objective of fiber communication system is to transfer the signal containing information like voice, data, video from the source to destination. Alexander Graham Bell transmitted a speech information using light beam for the first time in 1880. Optical fiber is preferred over electrical cables when high bandwidth, long distance, or immunity to electromagnetic interference are required. So there are some key elements of optical fiber communication system. First is the optical transmitter. So for any communication system, there should be three things. First of all is transmitter, the second one is receiver, and the third one is channel, that is in between transmitter and receiver. So in optical fiber, the channel is made up of the glass or plastic. So the third is the optical receiver, connectors, switches, couplers, multiplexing devices, amplifiers are also important elements to improve the performance of communication. So there are some advantages of optical fiber communication. First of all, bandwidth, which is very important. Fiber optic cables have a much greater bandwidth than metal cables. The amount of information that can be transmitted per unit time of optical fiber over other transmission media is its most significant advantage. So we can say that it has very high bandwidth. Number two is low power loss. An optical fiber offers low power loss, which allows for longer transmission distances. In comparison to copper in a network, the longest connected copper distance is 100 meters, while with fiber it can be up to 2 kilometers. Third is interference. Fiber optic cables are very immune to electromagnetic interference. It can also be run in electrically noisy environments without concern, as electric noise will not affect fiber. So there is size. In comparison to copper, a fiber optic cable has nearly 4.5 times as much capacity as the wire cable has, and a cross-sectional area that is 30 times less. Next is weight. Fiber optic cables are much thinner and lighter than metal wires. They also occupy less space with cables of the same information capacity. Lighter weight makes fiber easier to install. Next is security, which is most important feature. Optical fiber are difficult to tap. They are very secure connections, as they do not radiate electromagnetic energy. Emissions can be intercepted. As physically tapping, the fiber takes great skill to do undetected. Fiber is the most secure medium available for carrying sensitive data. For example, if you are using fiber in defense, the security is the main issue. Next is flexibility. An optical fiber has greater tensile strength than copper or steel fiber of the same diameter. It is flexible, bends easily, and resists most elements that attack copper cable. Next is cost. The raw materials for glass are plentiful unlike copper. This means glass can be made more cheaply than copper. So its cost is less than other cables. Now there are some disadvantages of optical fiber communication. First of all, we will discuss about the splice. Difficult to splice. The optical fiber is very thin. Um, it is thin like human hair. The optical fiber are difficult to splice, and there are loss of the light in the fiber due to scattering. They have limited physical arc of cables. If you bend them too much, they will break because they are made up of glass or silicon. Second is expensive to install. So their installation is very expensive. The optical fiber are most expensive to install and they have to be installed by the specialist. They are not as robust as the wires. Special test equipment is often required to the optical fiber. Next is highly susceptible. The fiber optic cable is a small and compact cable and it is very highly susceptible to become cut or damaged during installation or construction activities. Next is can't be curved. So there is no possibility to curb any fiber optic. The transmission on the optic fiber requires repeating at the distance intervals. The fiber can be broken or have transmission losses when wrapped around curves of only a few centimeters of radius. Some important applications of optical fiber. It is used by many telecommunication companies to transmit telephone signals, internet communication and cable television signals. It is also used in a multitude of other industries including medical, defense, government and for the data storage and industrial and commercial. So there is a block diagram of OFC. So first of all we will discuss about the transmitter which will transmit your data to the light source. Data can be in the form of electrical. So light sources are LED and lasers which will convert your data into light. So next is fiber optic cable which will transfer your light signal to the detector. Detector will again convert that light signal into electrical form. It can be photodiode. So there is a receiver which will receive your output data. So this is the basic block diagram of OFC. Next is optical sources. So there are two optical sources, that is LED light emitting diode and laser diodes. There is a comparison chart between LED and laser. You can choose your source as per your requirement. So there is some characteristics. Number one is output power. Output power is low in LED as compared to laser. Next is speed. Speed is slower as compared to laser. Next is cost. LED is less costly as compared to laser. Ease of operation. So LED is very easy to handle as compared to laser. So you can choose your source as per your requirement. Next is transmission channel. It consists of an optical cable that provides mechanical and environmental protection. So next is optical fiber is the main component of transmission channel. The optical fiber is made up of high quality glass, that is silicon or plastic, and it is flexible in nature. When light signal enters into fiber, it undergoes successive total internal reflection. Next is optical fiber cable. So it has three parts: core, cladding and coating. Core is the innermost part and second layer is cladding and third is coating. Core. The light traveling within the core reflects from the boundary. Cladding is an outer optical material that protects the core. The main function of cladding is to reflect the light back into the core. Third one is coating. The main function of coating is to protect the fiber from the damage. Coating behaves like a jacket. There are two types of fiber optics. Number one is single mode cable and number two is multi-mode cable. Single mode cable, as its name shows, single strand of glass fiber with a diameter of 8.3 to 10 microns, which is very less, that has one mode of transmission. Single mode fiber with a relative narrow diameter through which only one mode will propagate. Next is multimode. It has a little bit bigger diameter with a common diameter in the 50 to 100 microns range for the light carry components. There is a diagram for multi-mode fiber and single mode fiber. You can see there are different modes in multi-mode fiber and there is a single mode in single mode fiber. So next is the principle of operation, which is very important. An optical fiber is a cylindrical dielectric waveguide, non-conducting waveguide that transmits light along its axis. by the process of total internal reflection. The fiber consists of a core surrounding by a cladding layer, both of which are made up of dielectric material. So next is when light traveling in an optically dense medium hits a boundary at a steep angle, the light is completely reflected. This is called as total internal reflection, which is the principle of this fiber optic communication system. This effect is used in optical fiber to confine light in the core. Light travels through the fiber core, bouncing back and forth off the boundary between the core and the cladding. So you can say that signal will travel into core and cladding layer of the waveguide. Thank you.